on mute. And do you guys want to do a quick test just to make sure I can hear it okay before I go downstairs? Volume's all the way up on here, so ready? I'm going to unmute you.
Yeah, I'm ready. It's good to hear you. Thanks for going on. Hey, Guy Schaefer here with Nate Harbor. Hey, Jacob, I don't know if you noticed, but when Carini was up here, Nate was visibly shaking.
I think he was pretty concerned, and I would be too, as Carini has had Nate's Harbor's number his whole career.
Even though he can only count up to 18, he does have number 19's number.
Sound good.
Hey, I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
I can hear him. I can't hear myself.
Say something for me there, Jacob.
Testing.
Yeah, I can't really hear Jacob. It's wonderful to be using the technology of the future of the year 2004 when this laptop came out. And I mean, I'll be standing close enough to you, I'll be able to hear you.
You still can't hear me well.
No, I think I know the problem. I just want to find the cord. Where is it? There's another splitter.
Might have been in that same bag.
So this one.
Checking 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Can you hear yourself pretty good?
I can't even hear you.
One of you won't be able to hear it. One of you's not going to hear it.
Could you hear yourself before?
I could hear you, not me, before.
You can't even hear me now.
I can't hear you at all. I don't know if you can.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he can hear me, he just can't hear himself.
But and you can't.
And I
me?
can't hear you.
Okay.
But I mean, I can kind of, if
Yeah.
we're like this,
Yeah.
we'll be fine. So we're still.
Your mic's not on.
Okay.
So is it better for him to be plugged in directly like you had it? Can you hear him now?
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2.
Guy Schaefer and Jake Murphy.
Nate Harbor. Nate's down.
There's a lag.
Well, we're watching what can only be described as the most mediocre form of hockey, a practice. Well, tonight's game is going to be amazing because Carini is playing against.
Guy, yours is the only one that's picking up.
Okay.
You're live.
Okay.
Let me listen again. Here.
Well, I'm pretty sure mine's not working, but I think let me see if I can hear you.
Yeah, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
yourself?
Yeah, I can hear myself now. It's probably just one mic, I guess, that works. I don't know. Testing. Nate Haba, number 19, from Cape Town.
I hear Murphy. You're quiet.
I can hear like a reverb in the headset of like the YouTube.
What's up?
I can hear like the broadcast, unless you were just kind of playing it out loud, and that's
You hear what?
I could hear the broadcast. Was that because it was playing out loud?
On my phone.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know. There's a reverb.
So this is the only headset that's gonna work. It looks like, unfortunately.
No chance to fix it.
Well, no sense me standing here.
Should we monkey around?
I need another cord. So like the mic has to go in here, but this isn't picking. Wait, it wasn't in all the way. Let's try it again.
Tech, check. I can't hear Guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Huntsville Ice Sports Center.
To the World Wide Web. Guy Schaefer.
Checking 1, 2, 3. Nate goes, that cable must have fallen out.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
only Murphy's is working.
That's all right.
Turn them both on. Yeah. It's still a Zamboni to come.
Yeah, we still got we got lots of time here. All right, Jake Murphy, Guy Schaefer here at the Huntsville Ice Sports Center for tonight's big matchup. Jacob Flyers and the Bandits.
This is prime time here. You got Carini versus Harbor.
Yes.
It's a prime time matchup. Carini pregame was telling us he's going to run Harbor into the boards, knowing that we're here tonight. So I think Nate needs to keep his head up, and it should be a good one. The Flyers have won their last 3, and the Bandits are on a bit of a losing streak. So
Well, we've gotten used to hearing Bandits and the word losing streak mentioned in the same sentence.
that sounds good. Okay, good.
Okay,
Let's do that. Yeah.
We don't really need headphones at this point.
Yeah.
It's just we're
It's
right
just
beside
us.
each other.
Yeah.
I guess just I'll turn them both on.
Yeah.
I'm glad he unplugged it because I was like, God forbid we were holding the one that didn't work the whole time.
I could hear it.
Okay, good. We got 5 viewers for dead air right now, so.
Well, folks, if you just joined us, you joined the right place for all the fun and action tonight.
Yeah, hopefully.
We got a live radio broadcast of the Bandits. Is it the Iron? Bandits, the Bandits team from their Iron League, and they're playing the Flyers. And the only thing I can tell you about the Flyers is that I like is Stephen Carini is on that team, and he will be going head-to-head with Nate Harbor, number 19. But Flyers and the Bandits probably coming up here, I would say in the next 10 minutes, the game is getting ready to start. And I'll be here all night with the one and only Mr. Jacob Murphy.
Well, Guy, it's always an honor to be up here in the booth with you, and we are watching the ever-so-entertaining Zamboni driver as he does his best to flood the ice for these players. And, you know, it's good when he floods the ice because it gives the guys an excuse as to why they fell. So.
That's right. So those of you that are going to be listening at home, Jacob's going to be doing our call tonight, and I'll be standing here adding a little color whenever I can, something that I do very poorly. But it's going to be a good one, and I'm kind of glad that we're trying a new thing tonight, actually broadcasting audio only, but I think it's going to be good. For those of you driving or perhaps visually impaired, you won't have to worry about any of the video It's all audio tonight, Jacob.
Well, I think that'll be better for the players because, I can't paint the picture of how terrible they are like the video can. So I think they'll be able to hide from their mistakes tonight. But we are pleasured here to be here tonight, Guy. And, you bring in the colorful shirt and the pink, so I think you'll bring great color commentary tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I think I've had a moth eating at this one in my closet for the last couple of years. But yeah, it's good to be here tonight, and we're looking forward to it. So, folks, just stay with us, and where you are, we'll be back here live in a few minutes. All right, folks, we're going to go over the lineups here for those of you at home listening here via the audio broadcast. So tonight, from the Iron League, it's the Bandits, and they're going to be playing the Flyers. So let's take a look at the lineup for the Bandits here tonight. They're on a 3-game losing streak, averaging 2.4 goals a game, a goal differential of -5. They're 11% on the power play and 100% on the penalty kill. So dressing up tonight, number 19, Nate Harbour. He's been having a great season. 8 games, 6 goals, 1 assist, 7 points total. Number 15, Tyler Dickeroff. He's a defender. Played 7 games. He's got 4 goals and 2 assists. Pretty good for a defenseman. And then number 76, Carson Ratzlaff. I saw him with a new T-shirt last week. Dogs bark, cats meow, Ratzlaff. Carson's a center. He's had 9 games in. Couple of goals, 4 assists, 6 points overall, and he's had a couple of penalties. This guy bruises it out on the ice. Number 30, Greg Mayer, forward and defender, 5 games, 1 goal, 5 assists for the Bandits. Number 17, Ron Pelly, he's a forward, right side. He's got a couple of goals and 3 assists. You might remember earlier in the summer, at the end of the summer league, he scored the game winner with 2 seconds on the clock to win the league championship. Number 68, Brad Rizzo. He's a forward and defender. 9 games, a goal and 3 assists. Number 69, Chris Taylor. 7 games in, 3 goals, no assists. Number 9, great defender for the Bandits, Doug Freese. And Dougie's got 3 assists this season so far in 9 games. Number 33, Joseph Curvin. He's in for 9 games. Forward, also defender, and he's got 3 assists. And then number 72, Kansas Bailey. Right wing, this guy's all excitement. He's got a couple of goals in 8 games. Andrew Colazzi, number 84, he's got a goal. And Tony Maneri, he's got 1 assist in 6 games. And then he's number 94. And number 77, Ian Brown, 3 games so far this season, and a string of zeros behind his name. Starting in the pipes tonight for the Bandits should be number 20, Matthew Longley, and he's having a great season. 7 games, he's got a couple of wins, 4 losses, 1 tie, and goals against average of 2.86, so not terrible. Matt Longley's going to be in the pipes. And now here is the other team tonight that will be facing the Bandits, and that is the Flyers. And also in the Iron League, and they're on a 1-game winning streak. Starting number 10 for them is Ken Prather. Number 7, Stephen Carini. Always exciting to have Carini out there. Prather's got 8 goals, 4 assists. He leads that team with 12 points. Carini has 5 goals and 4 assists. Number 5, Patrick Myers. He's got 9 games in here. Also 5 goals and 4 assists. 52, Ben McDaniel. 3 goals, 4 assists for the Flyers, 9 games. Number 4, Sean Gagnon, or as they would say down here, Gagnon, but it is a French-Canadian name. And 9 games in, he's got a couple of goals, 5 assists. Michael Weiss, number 11 on his jersey, and he's got through 9 games, 1 goal, 5 assists. Number 19, Chip Kopich. He's got a goal and 3 assists, number 19. And then number 8, Kevin McKay. got 4 assists through 9 games. Number 1, John Franklin, couple assists. Number 90, Zachary Williams, couple of assists. Number 6, Tommy Blackwell, but I think he's a scratch tonight.
He is a healthy scratch, and for good reason. They've been winning when he's not playing.
So Tommy Blackwell with 1 assist on the season. He's a defender. And then number 50, Cooper Sawyer. And he's just been here through 4 games and got a string of zeros and 2 penalties.
2 penalties, how about that?
And then between the pipes here for the Flyers, number 34, Phil Paganetto. He's got 6 games, 3 wins, 2 losses. Not bad. Goals against, 2.67.
Yeah, and Phil's been a big reason why this team has had success this season, Guy. He has had to bail those boys out left and right. And the Bandits are going to be relying on not their regular starter. They're going to pull Kevin Sherrock in tonight as Matt Longley is out with an injury. And Sherrock, the normal steel goalie, and I know you've called many games with Sherrock in net, and I think he'll be pretty good tonight for the Bandits.
Yes, earlier when Carini was up in the booth, we were talking about the big chance Carini had at the end of that game of the regular season championship, and Sherrock almost gave the puck away at the end of the game.
Oh, yes, I do remember that forecheck that Carini had going into the boards, and I don't really remember the rest of that game being out on the ice on the other team, but I do know that the Bandits went length to length. Interesting enough tonight, Guy, they're wearing their green jerseys as they normally wear red here on the Iron team. They're supposed to be the commies or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're going green tonight, going back to the Bandits' original. As you can see, Nate Harbor's in his red helmet, red pants. I don't know if he got the green memo tonight.
Dude, that's a full-on Christmas celebration.
Yeah, and maybe that's what they're going for. A little Christmas celebration a little week early, and the Zamboni guys showing off that the ice is flooded.
If we can get a pair of skates on that guy, he might be able to play.
Yeah, I think he'd play better than anybody else out there, I'll tell you that. I would love to see it.
Well, now that you mentioned Longley, I was talking to his wife a few minutes ago before the game. He was playing out, and a collision at center ice and torn bicep muscle.
Wow.
So she said it's like 2 weeks in a sling and then 3 weeks before he can start doing anything. So 5 weeks before he can start kind of fooling around.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see if he skates out again. He's normally a goalie, and he's a very, very good goalie, so wonder if he'll risk skating out again. Flyers tonight are short some players. They're actually subbing in 2 guys. One is Chris Elrod. Some of you guys may remember him as the Omni-Man from our tournament.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be happy to get more airtime. And they got Franklin, I believe, coming in to sub on defense as well. And Kevin McKay will be captaining the Flyers tonight in Tommy's absence. So.
Okay, so a few line changes there to take note of. And we're just waiting for the green light here from the ice surfacing committee. And kind of let things sort of freeze up a little bit better, but they should be ready to go here pretty soon. And I'm wondering if they're waiting to get that the clock lady into the booth there to get the clock.
Well, that I'm noticing no referees either, and maybe they're all hanging out downstairs. If you I know you're a very popular ref, Guy. You could go shimmy your way down there and ref the game.
Can you imagine?
Calling some penalties on Carini, he may drop the gloves.
I might have to call him on Harbor.
Yeah, Bandits have their full roster tonight. They had been missing Tyler Dickeroff over the last couple of weeks. Believe he was in Germany. I don't know where he was. He was vacationing in some communist country. But either way, Dickeroff comes back tonight, and he is a big part of this team, Guy. The defensemen for this team, Greg Mayer and Tyler Dickeroff, are 2 of their main point producers on defense alone. Those 2 guys account for 12 of the Bandits' points. The Bandits have been struggling to score this season. Nate Harbor leads them in points. How about that? Good old Nate with 7 on the year. But when you're having to rely on your defense to generate offense, it's normally not a good thing. So we'll see tonight how much Dickeroff and Mayer feel comfortable jumping up on the play.
Yeah, you have to go back to some of the guys in the old NHL. In the old days that I remember, anyways, Denny Potvin, great defenseman, but the guy could score.
Yeah.
Paul Coffey from Edmonton, great defenseman, but man, the guy could score. So you hate to leave it up to your defenders to add to the total, but you're never going to deny it. You're always going to be glad for it. And like you said, Dickeroff and Merritt, really some of the better scoring defensemen in the league.
Well, they are, and they're very good skaters. They probably one of the better skaters on the entire team. Kind of an Erik Karlsson type player, but the 2 of them. The biggest thing, though, is when they do pinch up, are the wingers going to step back? Are they going to make sure there's support back there? And can you control the face-off dot? If you got 2 great defensemen back there, you're winning face-offs back to them, that'll generate some offense. So Bandits looking to control the face-off dot, and they need to get some depth scoring. I'm looking at this score sheet here. You see a lot of points in the top 2 lines. Yeah. you always talk about those bottom 6, and Bandits are going to need them tonight.
Yeah, falls off quickly after the first 2, which most teams are like that. But you gotta have some producers even from those last lines. So we're just waiting for the refs.
Yeah, the ice is still, I guess, not frozen. I mean, there's some water out there.
Yeah, it's a little soupy out there.
Yeah, we're going to have Nate go splash around in the water and have a good time.
Yeah, red pants, red gloves, red helmet, and green socks and green jersey. It is the Christmas colors, definitely tonight for the Bandits.
Yeah, big game for them tonight. They're looking to right the ship. They got their captain back, and they're trying to end this 3-game skid. I was looking at the standings prior. Bandits are in 6th, Flyers are in 4th, so a chance to kind of maneuver a little bit in the standings tonight. If the Bandits do lose, they risk falling to 7th out of 8 teams here in Iron.
Yeah, you don't want to have too many losing games in a row in this league because you just don't play enough to make up quickly. If you stay down for a little bit too long or half the season, it's tough to get back up there.
Well, and looking at the roster, I mean, it's a strong Bandits roster. I am surprised at the struggles thus far this season. So it'll be interesting to see how they can figure that out. Like you mentioned, kind of the bottom half of the roster is struggling a bit. But, you got the normal suspects. Ren Pell, he's playing tonight. He's fantastic. He's such a creative player. He makes so many great passes, and he plays so patiently. Guy's always got his head up. Obviously, Nate Harbor, Dickeroff, Ratzlaff's out there, and Greg Mayer. And here come the boys. We got the 2 All-Stars, Carini and Harbor, skating out for us. And we are going to start warm-ups here very shortly here on the Bandits Sports Network.
Well, it's funny, but our senior men's league team in my city where I grew up in Canada, not only the same color scheme, but the same name, the Fort St. John Flyers. And here we are with I don't know what that name is above their thing, but you probably do. What does it say? Something Flyers.
Oh, Huntsville Flyers.
Huntsville Flyers. Very similar jerseys, and that'll bring back some old-time memories for me tonight. But Carini putting on number 7. We told him ahead of the game he's got to guard number 19, Nate Harbor. Keep him off the scoreboard, who's the leading scorer for the Bandits.
Well, guys, something I'm noticing very early in the warm-ups here, as we mentioned, Franklin a sub tonight for the Flyers, and he's in all Auburn gear. This guy is a collegiate-level player subbing in a beer league game, so that's some classic Tommy Blackwell antics, getting a player from Auburn. And he did get the Omni-Man, Chris Elrod, who is a solid player for the Gumps in the B-League and also is one of the Commanders' top scorers. So They will not be short on production from their 2 substitutes. They won't be missing. So the Bandits will have their hands filled with a either current or former college player.
Yeah. I do remember some of the Flyers now. We have seen them play before. They do have, you might look at them and say, well, that guy's a little bit out of shape or large, whatever, like very good skaters on the defensive end of this team. So hopefully, if it's what we think is going to happen, this actually should be a really good game tonight. You said, was it number 5 against number 7? Is that where they're sitting in the standings?
Yeah, number 4 and number 6.
Number 4 and number 6.
So it should be a solid skate tonight. And the Flyers do pride themselves on their defense as well. Zach Williams, one of their faster skaters, he plays defense.
Yeah.
The other guy, the bigger guy, like you mentioned back there, either Gagnon or Williams.
Yeah.
He's a great defenseman, got a great shot. The Bandits going to have their hands full tonight, that's for sure. But I think having the captain back is going to motivate them. And I really think they're going to be relying heavily on Greg Mayer. Personally, I think you should get him at center.
Yeah.
But because he's a great two-way player. But either way, can't be challenging the captain's moves here. But we are 2 minutes away from puck drop. Chirac is going to be important tonight, isn't he, Guy?
Yeah, he is going to be important. Longley, of course, good, steady goalie. Chirac is not bad, though. If you got to take somebody, I'll definitely take him. He does well between the pipes. But watching this number 23, Franklin, I think this kid could put on a little show for us tonight.
Yeah, trying to watch him in the warm-ups. He's skating pretty well out there. It'll be interesting. Yep, he's got quite the shot. And the defenseman will need to be aware when he's out on the ice. So 1 minute, 25 seconds. Bandits Flyers here on the Bandits Radio Network. I'm Jacob Murphy alongside me, Guy Schaefer, for the first ever Bandits audio radio broadcast. And I'm honored to be joined by you, Guy. Almost a minute left. We had to wait for the ice to dry, but what's your prediction for tonight?
I'll tell you one thing. This color scheme for the Bandits isn't helping them. The green sweaters, red socks, red pants. but it's going to be a good one. They, like you said earlier, they do have a very well-balanced, very good team. I think their first couple lines are very strong, front and back, defense and offense. Got Big Dougie Freeze there, defender. Doug's been steady all year for them. It'll be interesting to see if they can get the puck in the net, because the Flyers are a pretty good defensive team. So, and like you said, it's number 4, the Flyers, against number 6, the Bandits, so it should be a good game.
Yeah, it should be, and we got 2 of the best referees in the building here. They're fantastic. They do a good job being calm, cool, collected out there and keeping control of the game. And, I noticed in the Iron League, sometimes when you guys do an SOL broadcast, things can get a little bit dicey. Iron, there's a lot more respect out there, so I don't expect any big shenanigans from either team, but we'll see how physical those guys get out there tonight. And I think what's going to be a big key to tonight's game, Guy, is how are you going to start the game? If the Flyers come out, they get an early goal, how do the Bandits respond? You got to make sure that you have a good start to this game. Play smart, play safe, get pucks in deep, and don't try to do anything outside of your comfort zone. But we are getting ready here. 18-minute periods, no stop clock, and all the action, baby. It's the Bandits and the Flyers.
Who's number 6 for the Bandits down there? He's wearing the other jersey. Is that... I wonder if he's one of the subs tonight that they've got in there.
I was going to say, I don't know if they have a 6 on their roster. He may just be wearing... He probably doesn't own a green jersey, because I think the Iron Boys own... So that's fun. The guys aren't even wearing the right jerseys. I printed all these damn rosters. And the guys...
You do all that game prep.
All the game prep, and now I probably can't even trust my game notes. But either way, it is... Bandits, Flyers, about to start.
To the left of us, for those of you at home listening on the audio, to the left of us, traveling to the right, are the Bandits, and the Flyers will be to the right of us, and they will be headed to the left to score.
Yeah, if you're turning your dial to the right, that's the way the Bandits are going, and if you're turning it to the left, and if someone's wondering what the hell's a dial.
Yeah. So there's number 6 down there. It is the green jersey.
Oh, that is Joe Curvin. The only reason I know him is because he plays on my Sunday team, and he always refuses to buy a jersey. So nothing new here, and it's Curvin versus Elrod on the face-off. Won by Curvin, back to Greg Mayer, and away we go. Mayer finds Pell in the middle, pass up to Curvin. He gains the blue line. Curvin waits, fires, and a quick save there. And how about that? They gain the zone and get a quick shot. The Bandits. Good move there, Guy.
Yeah, Curvin got that puck and just decided to shoot, but Harbor was actually open on his left. I don't think he saw him right away.
Yeah, Harbor on that far side off wing. He's always a one-timer option as the face-off is taken to the goalie's right, and the Flyers are able to clear the zone. It's Chris Elrod down the left wing. He gains the zone. He's got the puck. He's moving on in. Fire and a save by Chirac. And
captures it under his pants there. It didn't look like that hard of a shot, but he didn't really have it on his chest protector. Actually saved it between his pads. But anyway, save is a save is a save.
That is true. And, yeah, he did look a little uncertain. And, yeah, number 4 there for the Flyers on left defense, Gagnon. He will be very important tonight as the Flyers lose the draw in the offensive zone. And it's Nate Harbor doing some fancy moves on Zach Williams. Harbor gains the zone on the left side, stops, half circle. He's looking to pass it. It's knocked away by Carini, and it's Carini on Harbor early on as Greg Mayer pinches in on from defense. He dumps it behind the net, and the Flyers are trying to clear. Meanwhile, Zach Williams goes down behind the net. Greg Mayer now gains it at the circle. He'll dump it in. Joe Kerwin looking to pick it up. Kerwin gets it over to Harbor. Harbor trying to make a move here. He gets it in his skates, back up to the point to Mayer. Greg Mayer takes his time, looks, little saucer pass gets intercepted by Carini. And on that offensive possession there, Guy, would you like to have seen more shots?
Yeah, they're having a little trouble getting the puck up past the top of that circle, but anyways, it's a little bit back and forth right now. Carini's had a couple good stops in Harbor already.
Yeah, Carini is all over the ice. He's playing center tonight for the Flyers. That's different from his normal wing position that we see him on the Flamingos. And in the meantime, it's Kevin McKay trying to get a shot in. Franklin on defense, the Auburn man. He will dump it out of the zone and pick it up back himself. It's the Flyers and the Bandits, 15 minutes, 45 seconds in a 0-0 game. Pass up to Carini. He gains the blue line on the right wing. Driving to the net, it's Ian Brown for the Bandits, clearing the zone.
Puck goes all the way down the ice here, picked up by the Flyers. Oh, no threat from the Bandits on that one. Oh, loses the puck. Doug Freeze has got it behind the net. Dougie gets it back to Dickeroff. Dickeroff's trying to get a shot.
Dickeroff lines it up, fires it. Dougie was there for the deflection, but he couldn't get it through, and now it's the Flyers gaining control. Saucer pass up to Ben McDaniel for the Flyers as he's coming down the left side. McDaniel's got Elrod as an option. McDaniel's fires and a save made by Sherrock. McDaniel's here down on the far boards in the Bandits zone. They're trying to move it around. McDaniel's fires one low and away. It goes here to the far side. It's now Chris Elrod. Elrod for the Flyers plays it back to McKay. McKay on defeat. Pulls it out in front, and it's knocked away by Sherrock. And a shot that goes wide again. Guy, what action?
McDaniel so close on that scoring chance there. Just couldn't get it in. Now puck's out in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and this line for the Bandits is getting a little bit outmatched. Wonder if they'll get a change. We got Ratzlaff, Dougie Freeze, and here comes Freeze the other way. He's trying to move in, but that pesky Auburn boy knocks it away from Big Dougie. And Dougie's got on his Red Sox tonight as well. Puck is behind the Flyers' net. They're trying to clear it out. Dickeroff holds the point on the left side, and he'll play it right back in, looking for Freeze. Unable to get there, it's Kevin McKay for the defensive zone here for the Flyers. He's trying to get the puck out. McKay carrying it. It's knocked away by the Bandits. The Bandits gain the zone on the right side, and I believe it's taken away now by the Flyers, and they'll play it out. It's Elrod. Up and down action so far, Guy. What do you like?
Man, this line here for the Flyers is passing very smooth. I'm just trying to look up who this guy is on the right wing there. Number 90, Zachary Williams. He's got some speed.
Yeah, Williams does. And he normally plays on defense, so there looks like they're activating him up on forward tonight. So that's good, as Williams has got some great speed and can definitely contribute offensively. 13 minutes, 30 seconds. It's a 0-0 game between the Bandits and the Flyers. Here comes Kalazzi up the middle. He'll fall down trying to pass it in as Greg Mayer gives chase behind the net. Bandits trying to get out. It's Joe Kervin holding the zone. Ren Pell fires it, and it goes just wide as Pell didn't look too confident on his skates there, Guy.
No, he got a little stumbled. Didn't get a clean shot away. But remember, this guy, Ren Pell, has scored some big goals for these guys throughout the season. Might not get a lot, but he's had some very important game winners. And, yeah, he just got a little bit tied up before he got the shot away, but he did get a shot on net.
Yes, he did. And, yeah, Ren Pell, he could have his Bandits jersey hanging in the rafters. He's that important. Yes. And in a big game, he's the man. Backhand shot by Pell, and it's knocked away by the goalie. That was quite crafty, as this top line for the Bandits, Harbor, Pell, and Kerwin, are getting some good work here. As now it's Taylor for the Bandits in his own defensive zone, playing it up the boards, looking for Joe. It's knocked away by the Flyers. Offsides delayed, and it's called. And Carini doesn't look happy.
Pelly signaled up to the booth here as if he knew that we knew that he got hooked before he could get that shot off cleanly, but I'm not going that far.
As we mentioned, luckily for these players, the visual will not be there to show what really happened. You'll just have to trust what me and Guy are saying. And to be honest, me and Guy could be on the beach in Cabo for all you know. Right. Meanwhile, here's Joe Kerwin gaining the zone. He's going down the right wing. Kerwin looking to play it out to Harbor in front. He'll butt and hook back. He's got Taylor. Taylor at the point fires one. It's knocked away. Now in danger. Pelly backhand and a save by the goalie.
He was wide open in the slot. Picked it up on his backhand. But the goalie, listen, man, that was one of the better glove saves you'll see all night.
Yeah, he's had to be active on this shift as the Bandits' top line staying out here for another face-off. It's Kerwin trying to win it to the goalie's right. He's got it. Kerwin looking for some options. He's dancing in front of the circles. Joe Kerwin backhand wide. Ren Pell's there behind them. They're playing out for Harbor, but it's knocked away by the goalie.
And here comes Franklin.
And, yeah, here comes Franklin, the Auburn kid. Doesn't want to show off too much. There's a pass right side back to Franklin, and Sherrock got a piece of it.
Saved by Sherrock.
Holy, and Carini goes down. My goodness, that's end-to-end action, Guy.
Back and forth right in front of the crease, but Sherrock made the right call, slid across, and stoned the Franklin kid cold.
Yeah, that was a great pass, but man, my goodness, can my boy Sherrock, I believe his first name's Kevin Sherrock, yes. He can get down better than most. So now, Bandits' top line off the ice. It's their second line, centered by Ratzlaff. Face-off against Elrod. Won by the Flyers. Back to Franklin. Franklin fires and a save made by Sherrock. He kept that low on the ice, and Sherrock did a good job to get his stick down. Flyers still have the puck in the Bandits' zone, looking to play it out in front. It's knocked away, but not out of danger. Dougie Freeze for the Bandits tries to get it out of the zone. They're unable to clear, and now they do so. into the neutral zone, and Franklin will reset for the Flyers. Pass up to Ben McDaniel. Here comes McDaniel over to Chris Elrod. Elrod, left side, gains the circle, looking to play it out in front. He fires it behind the net, and the Bandits are looking to clear. That's big boy Dougie Freeze playing it behind his own net to nobody.
Which can happen.
It could happen to the best of us. Flyers hemming the Bandits in on this shift. They're still in the offensive zone. McDaniel tries to play it out in front. He gets it to Franklin. Franklin on the half wall. Back up to McKay, and it leaves the zone. Flyers reset with Franklin, and I'll tell you what, this Auburn kid, he likes his ice time. He's been out here quite the amount. Franklin skates the length of the ice, gains his own, fires it, and it goes just over the net. Chirac may have got a piece of it, and Chirac has had to be active as that's the Flyers' 7th shot here in the first 10 minutes, Guy.
Yeah, that was a snipe shot by Franklin from the top slot, but you're right, he did get a piece of it. It was a great save by Kevin Chirac. Rebound came right back to Elrod, I think, and he saved that one too. So face-off just to the right of Chirac now, or to the left.
Face-off won by Carini onto the net. I don't know if that was calculated or not.
I don't know if Carini meant to do that, but man, somebody got a shot on the goal.
Carini against Ratzlaff. Carini's got it tied up in his skates. He tries to backhand it onto the net. Greg Mayer safely for the Bandits. Collects, will go behind the net and look to reset the play. He needs an option for the outlet pass. Mayer still in his own zone, tries to dump it out, and it gets cleared. Deflection off a stick, no icing. It's Mannery giving chase as the Flyers, Zach Williams, will reset the play, but Greg Mayer is there. Now it's Stephen Carini. Far side, Carini gains the zone, moving on in, and he fires it just wide as the Flyers are all over them. And now it's Joe Kerwin. Carini gets a stick in his skates, and Kerwin doesn't go down. Kerwin gains the zone on the right wing. He's got a man out in front, plays it for Kalazi, and it goes just wide. Oh, my goodness, Guy, that was a perfect opportunity there.
Kalazi just couldn't get his stick on that pass. It was a beautiful pass. I'll tell you what, it's funny to watch, and you say that, these guys are out playing, and when they're a certain skill level, they stay that level, but it's not true. Carini has really improved over the last couple of years. He is up and down the ice, great forechecking, great back-checking, and great passes.
Well, and Carini's always been such a great high-level player. That's never been in question, but you're right. I mean, the stick handling, the shooting, the game awareness. Yeah. I mean, every shift he's out there, he's making an impact.
Yeah, and it's great to see guys improving their skill set here at this level, because you could easily just say, you know what, I'm just going to coast.
Yeah. None of us are getting paid, and none of us are getting watched, mostly. I'll tell you what, though, Joe Kerwin, number 6 for the Bandits, he's had a good night so far, and here comes Ren Pelly. Oh, my goodness, how many slashes does it take to take the puck off Pelly? Looks like enough, and Ren doesn't look too happy as he's going to go lift the stick. Looks like some of the Bandits guys are a little bit perturbed about this Auburn kid, but meanwhile, it's the Flyers dumping it around into the zone of the Bandits as they have control behind the net. They play it out in front. Puck hits Pelly in the face. Not out of danger. Flyers trying to regain. Joe Kerwin battling there here on the half wall to get it out for the Bandits. Kerwin collects. He's got Harbor on the rush, but he will play it into the zone. And McKay for the Flyers will pick it up. Pelly tries to meet him behind the net. McKay tries to dump it out. There's Tyler Dickeroff, the captain. And he's looking to hold it in, but the Flyers exit to the neutral zone. Puck goes off the face mask, and will go back to Chirac on the defensive end. Pass up to Dickeroff. He can't get it out of the zone. As Kerwin, here come the Flyers now on the right side. Flyers in the Bandit zone, looking to pass it out in front. A collision there between Dickeroff and Elrod, and the Bandits are looking to clear. Bandits got to get this puck out, Guy.
Oh, there they go. Harbor now's picked it up over center, one-on-one. Uh-oh. Look who stole it from him.
It's the Auburn kid, Franklin, and Harbor had a good chance there, but this kid is saying, you know what? I want to get my ice time in for free. As he takes a shot, my goodness, what a save by Chirac. As that one was aimed right to the corner. A fantastic glove save there by Chirac. And the Bandits need to get this puck out desperately. They're able to clear the zone. And that looks like Chris Taylor here dumping it in. Ratzlaff to give chase, and Franklin for the Flyers is behind them. Oh, I thought Ratzlaff was going to light him up there, Guy.
That kid's a little too fast for that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's our man, myth, and legend, Stephen Carini, trying to gain the zone. Greg Mayer, great defensive play in his own zone. Mayer here on the left side, trying to gain the red line, unable to do so. Now it's Dougie Freeze here in the neutral zone. Freeze gets poke checked, and Mayer re-clicks. A lot of back and forth here in the neutral zone. It's still a 0-0 game here with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first period here on Bandits Radio Network. Are you tired of having your car insurance?
Oh, man. Had a little bit of action back and forth, but it was more so in the Bandits' end of the ice. The Flyers did everything they could. 3 or 4 shots. Sirach's been great tonight.
Yeah, Sirach has been a difference maker. As you mentioned, 3 or 4 shots, pretty much grade A opportunity that Sirach has had to save. As now Mayer in the neutral zone plays it up to Dougie Freeze. Freeze on the left side gains the blue line. Looks over to Rizzo. Rizzo here on the right circle plays it behind the net. It's Zach Williams for the Flyers to clear it out. Up to McWright. Puck takes a weird bounce off the boards. No icing. Puck goes all the way down to Sirach. 4 minutes, 30 seconds in a scoreless game between the Bandits and the Flyers. 6 shots for the Bandits, 10 for the Flyers. And it's Greg Mayer. We talked about him in the pregame. He's got to get some offense generated from the defensive position. He looks to do so. Pass to Rizzo. Rizzo, wide open right circle, and he'll play it to no one. That's one where they're glad the camera's not here. Meanwhile, Ratzlaff fires and a save by Paganetto.
Yeah, Rizzo just got a little open, and then he panicked a little and gave it to nobody.
Yeah, he kind of did potentially the worst thing possible. But in the meantime, Bandits having a good shift. This is their second line having a solid shift. Ratzlaff, Dougie Freeze, and Rizzo hemming in the Flyers right now. And it's a good change of pace as Freeze fires one onto the net. And a little bit of ebb and flow as the Bandits look pretty good on that shift, Guy.
Yeah, you know, we're used to seeing Big Dougie play defense for the Bandits, but he's been playing left wing tonight, and there was another great example of his size and skill on the board. Stopped several attempts to get out of their own end from the Flyers. Dougie was there to stop it, and he got a shot on that right at the end there.
Well, and like you mentioned with Carini earlier, I think Dougie's got him better as well.
Absolutely.
It's great to watch as Joe Kerwin will be centering for the third line. Normally he centers for the first line, but he is centering for the third line. Anyways, face-off one. Ian Brown plays it dangerously across the ice over to Dickaroff, his defensive partners. Dickaroff tries to dump it in, unable to do so. Bandits have it in their own zone. Dickaroff plays it up, looking for Kolazzi. It's knocked into the Flyer zone, but collected easily and calmly by the Auburn man, Franklin, as he'll put a saucer pass up, looking for Elrod, but it's intercepted by Dickaroff in the neutral zone. Dickaroff on the right wing gains the blue line. He'll go down into the circles. Dickaroff with the puck behind the net. It's stolen away by Franklin and cleared out of the zone and will not go down for an icing as Ian Brown gets the pass from Sirach, and Sirach says, no thank you, I'll do it myself, and clears the zone for the Bandits. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. The score 0-0. I'm Jacob Murphy alongside me, Guy Schaefer. And Guy, what have you seen so far in the first 16 minutes?
Well, this game is as close as we kind of thought it might be. A little edge to the Flyers so far with shots on, but I would say some of the bigger saves have been made by the Bandits. Kevin Sirach over there has made a couple really, really nice saves off the kid, number 23, Franklin, who's obviously got a great shot, but very close game right now.
It has been a close game. You know, I don't want to be harping on the fact that there's a college kid out there, but I think if he's not playing, it's a bit of a different game, to be honest, because he is kind of the guy that's making a difference every shift. But in the meantime, it's Dickaroff, the defenseman, gaining the blue line into the offensive zone. Dickaroff gains the left circle, pulls up, fires into the chest protector of Paganetto as Nate Harbor was sitting there on the back door, and I'm sure Dickaroff was looking for a rebound on that play. But Bandits in the last 5 minutes, I think, have had some of the better shifts, Guy.
Yeah, they're coming on a little bit better now, a little bit stronger. The bad thing was their good line was out-checked by the Flyers' good line, so it almost canceled each other out. But now they've mixed them up a little bit, so hopefully it'll help this shift.
Yeah, as the Bandits trying to control the puck in the Flyers zone. 1 minute, 20 seconds here as Nate Harbor plays it over to Ren Pelly here on the right side. Pelly near the circle in the offensive zone, plays over to Kerwin. Kerwin in the high slot, and it's sticked away by Gagnon of the Flyers, and now Zach Williams collects and tries to clear the zone. Bandits keep it in, though. It's Greg Mayer. Knocked away by Gagnon, and solid defenseman there for the Flyers as we are less than a minute here in the first period, and the puck is jostling here in the neutral zone as nobody can seem to gain an edge. Pass over to Nate Harbor here in the left wing, wide open, and Nate gains his own. Nate's got time, he's looking, backhand pass to Kerwin. Kerwin takes it in, slows up, he's got options, and he fires, rebound for Pelly, and it's knocked away. That was the Bandits' best chance of the game, And with 30 seconds, they're not able to score, but they keep the puck in. Bandits have it. It's Ren Pelly, right side. Pelly dancing over to Harbor. Harbor fires, and it hits the side of the net. Played out in front for Pelly. The Bandits are all over him, but they can't seem to put the puck home. Flyers doing everything to get it out as Carini clears the zone, and 10 seconds and counting, but what a shift for the Bandits to close out the period.
Take a shot, Harbor.
Here comes Nate. He fires it just wide, but the Bandits gaining the momentum here at the end of the period. The score 0-0, but now we got a 10-10 shot game, guy.
Tell you what, those just goes to show you what can happen in a shift. 3 great shots there in the last minute. Harbor was a little bit wide, but still, you know, the goalie can't go to sleep on those things. What they're missing right now a little bit is what I think is going on is their heads are down and they're missing an open man. A couple times Harbor was open on the side of the net. One time Harbor had a guy in the middle, almost got him the puck. But if they can get their head up and find the open guy, I think we're going to see a couple goals here. Yeah,
the Bandits looked really solid over the last 5 minutes of that period, guy. They just, you know, and for some reason, you just watch them a little bit. They look a little dejected, skating back to the bench. They're having a lot of discussions. You know, they need to keep their head up both literally and metaphorically,
yes,
because
exactly.
I think it's a fantastic period to get out of it at a tie game right now at 0-0, because the Flyers had all the momentum, all the control, and the Bandits were really able to come back in this period. It's a 0-0 game. They're going with the second line. We saw last time these guys were out there, they had a lot of success. Dougie Freeze on the left wing, as you mentioned. It'll be interesting. Right now the goalies are both playing really well, but I think, like you mentioned, the Bandits kind of squandered a couple golden opportunities, and the Flyers are they're really just kind of being driven by the shifts when Franklin's out there, to be honest. Yeah. When he's not out there, it's noticeable. And
I'll tell you, if you play him on a wing, those lines aren't as good as they are with him on defense, because as a defender, he sees the whole ice, he knows where to pass, how to check and stuff. It's almost like the commander's chair in Star Trek, right? But it's good that he's on defense because he is fast. And he's had a couple good shots there in the last period. We'll see what happens here in period number 2.
Yeah, he has not been afraid to shoot the puck, that's for sure. And so we start the second period. It's 0-0 between the Bandits and the Flyers. I'm Jacob Murphy, alongside me, the one, the only Guy Schaefer, as it's Franklin firing it off the post. We just talked about him before the period started, and like we mentioned, he's not afraid to shoot the puck, and he took a great shot there, short side, that hit off the iron as this period started hot and heavy early. It's McWright for the Flyers gaining the zone, knocked away by Ratzlaff, and now it's Brad Rizzo. Rizzo gains the red line. He's looking for options. He passes over to Dougie Freeze, just out of reach there. As Dougie looks to play it in deep, are we getting a first penalty call, or are we getting an offsides here, Guy?
I thought that was an offside, but I didn't see any arms go up, but that doesn't mean there's no penalties.
Looks like it will be in offsides. No one will go to the box. As the ref says, don't pass it backwards at the blue line.
Gotta love the refs. Teach the game to these young kids.
Well, and that's Zach. He's a very good skater and a great player, so I would listen to what he says.
Here comes Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin playing it up. And it's Elrod for the Flyers. Chris Elrod gains his own left side, fires, and a glove save by Sharrock. Great save there as the Flyers now looking to buzz. Here's Elrod on the right side. He's near the circle. He plays it up to Kevin McKay at the point. McKay fires, and a block by Dougie Freeze. Great job by Dougie as he's going to come off the ice.
Dickeroff made a charge for that free puck, but he couldn't get past Franklin.
Carini dumps it in. It's Ian Brown for the Bandits, looking to clear the zone as the other Franklin for the Flyers has it, and now it's Captain Kevin McKay playing it up to Stephen Carini. Carini looking to gain the blue line. He does so. McKay picks up the puck. McKay dancing in, looking to get a shot off. He's unable to do so. Kevin McKay still holds it. Right circle, looking to play it out in front, and it's knocked away by Ratzlaff. Great active stick by the centerman there, Guy.
Yeah, it was good play. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm getting more and more impressed with the Ratzlaff and the way he's checking these guys with a stick. That one was called icing, but there was a potential for it not to be called because it looked like it had a little chip. But we're going to go all the way back down the ice, and to the left of Mr. Sharrock, we will have a face-off.
Yeah, and Kevin Sharrock's had to been active tonight. It's Carini against Kerwin on this draw as Carini, none able to get it. It's Kerwin winning the draw back to Greg Mayer. Mayer behind his own net, the defenseman, so crafty. Looking to play it up to Colazzi, who took a tumble as Colazzi plays it up to Kerwin.
Good play by Colazzi.
Yeah, Kerwin gains the zone. Zach Williams of the Flyers watches him down the left side. Kerwin on the left circle looking to play it in as he now dances behind the net, plays it out in front. The Bandits unable to get that home as that was Mannery, number 94, standing on the doorstep, but he's unable to put it in. Another good opportunity generated by Joe Kerwin as now the Bandits looking to play it forward. It's Zach Williams of the Flyers intercepting that. Williams gains the zone. He's looking for options. Plays it back to Ben McDaniel. McDaniel fires and an easy glove save for Sharrock.
Don't want to give a rebound up there, and that's exactly what Sharrock does. Great save, holds it, and we're going to have a face-off to the right of the Bandits goalie, and Harbor comes back on the ice.
You know, Guy, you got to be thinking that first goal is going to be huge for whoever gets it for momentum.
Yeah, because, I don't know if there's been a whole lot of great scoring chances, so it's been a very good defensive game so far.
And that's back to the Flyers. It's Gagnon firing, and it goes just wide. That could have gone in as that far side was open. Flyers controlling the puck behind the Bandits' net. It's McWright for the Flyers as that's knocked away by Taylor. Taylor behind his own net for the Bandits looking to clear. He backhands it up, and they will get it out of the zone as Mannery gains the red line on the right side and gains the zone for the Bandits. Mannery has Kerwin, passes it, and Kerwin skates, and it's knocked away. But here's Mannery playing it out in front. Kerwin's there, and it's knocked away by Elrod as he'll play it up. And Greg Mayer, the defenseman for the Bandits in the neutral zone, intercepts that. Beautiful move. Here comes Mayer. Mayer moving on in. Stick handling, fires, and a save. Great opportunity generated there by the defenseman Greg Mayer, but a good save there. Bandits all over him now. It's Joe Kerwin in the corner. Nate Harbor. Harbor behind the net trying to play it out in front, and Elrod steals the puck, and he'll try to clear for the Flyers. He runs into his own man, and Kerwin's there for the Bandits to regain control. Bandits looking to do something, but now the Flyers able to knock away. They got options on the far side. Looking for Pelly. He hadn't gained out of the zone for the offsides, and now the puck is thrown away.
Here comes Elrod.
It's Chris Elrod moving here on the right wing. He gains the zone, right circle, fires, saved by Sharrock. And I think there was a nice active stick by Ratzlaff to slow down that shot. Ratzlaff's done a great job playing center.
Yeah, he's done a good job tonight checking. Sometimes you can't be right there physically in the play in a foot-wise, meaning distance. But, man, he's got a long reach, got the stick out there, and still did a good job.
Yeah, and he's a high IQ player as now Ratzlaff and Carini are battling for the puck. Those are two characters that we love to see. It's Dickeroff behind the Bandits' net looking to make a play happen. Dickeroff passes it to Ratzlaff. Ratzlaff gains his own. Dougie Freeze on the left side. Puck is knocked away by the Flyers, but the Bandits still hold puck out in front to Pell, but it's knocked away by Franklin. Not out of danger, though. Bandits buzzing here on this shift. Ren Pell trying to do a stick lift on Franklin, the defenseman, but he gains the puck, and now here he comes down the right side. Here comes Franklin, moving on in. Saved by Sharrock! What a save! Oh my, go back to college, little boy. That's a man save.
That was a man save.
Meanwhile, it's Franklin again back on the puck. He dishes it off to the other Franklin. I don't know if they're related. I guess probably so. Maybe father-son.
I think father-son looks about right.
The bad Franklin, the father, can't get a shot on, and the puck is cleared as Ren Pelly looks motivated. He comes down on the forecheck. 11 minutes, 30 seconds here in the second period. The score is still knotted at 0-0 between the Bandits and the Flyers. It's a matchup of the 4-6 teams in the iron standings, and so far, it's been a dandy. Shots are Flyers 15, Bandits 11. Meanwhile, Flyers have the puck in the Bandit zone. It's Stephen Carini. Carini plays it over to Franklin. Franklin, left side, plays it down the wall. Flyers holding the puck, trying to play it back to the point. It's Kevin McKay. McKay lines up, fires, blocked by Dickeroff. As Tyler Dickeroff, the defenseman. Normally that's the winger's job to jump out there, but Dickeroff jumps out on the point, and now Franklin, for the Flyers, gains the puck. Looking, saucer pass up to Carini. Carini plays it forward. Flyers gain the zone, but it's knocked away quickly by the Bandits. A little bit of a chess match back and forth right now, Guy.
Yeah, and, they're changing up on the go, too, so the play has been a little bit scrambly. But there, another good shot on the goal and a good save by Sharrock, actually. So 16-11 in shots now. Flyers have picked it up a little bit here in the second period.
Yeah, the Bandits started off the second period pretty well. Flyers have kind of dominated the last 8 minutes of this period. We're almost at the halfway mark of this game, and 0-0 just seems like a right score right now. I mean, this has been a highly contested game. Great defense and great goaltending. Meanwhile, Gagnon's shot save off the shoulder by Sirach. It's not a danger. It's Greg Mayer trying to get out. Nice stick handling there by Mayers. He'll exit the zone for the Bandits. Elrod coming from behind to knock it away. Mayer plays it over to Rizzo. Rizzo gains the right side for the Bandits, and he'll dump it behind the net. Joe Kerwin gives chase behind the net on Zach Williams, and Kerwin takes a tumble-bumble, and he'll go down.
Williams is a little bit stronger of a skater there, and he handled that check pretty well.
Yeah, Zach Williams, great player. Pass out in front to McWright. Now as the Flyers are in the Bandits zone, it's Chris Taylor behind the net. He's got a green and a red sock, keeping the theme. Rizzo on the boards for the Bandits, trying to get the puck out. He's got Kerwin. He hits him on the pass. Joe Kerwin gaining steam through the middle of the ice. He gains the blue line. Kerwin, nice move, looking to fire. He shoots it, and it goes just wide, but Joe Kerwin had a grade A opportunity there.
Opportunity.
As he puts it, was it wide, or you think the goalie got a piece of it?
No, he shot it just a bit wide, but to the right side of the net.
Yeah, that side was the far side open for Kerwin, but Kerwin, like we mentioned, he's having a great game so far. Puck is in the Flyers' defensive zone. They try to clear, but there's Kerwin again. He's got Kalasi as an option. Nice back check by the Flyers, and a shot by Mayer is saved by Paganetto. And my goodness, he had to be called on there with the low shot from Greg Mayer.
He did the perfect move, too. He went down, knees spread, eagle position. Great save. Great shot, but a really great save.
Yeah, as Greg Mayer was calm, cool, collected in the high slot and made a fantastic shot. Just the best save by the goalie. That's been the story so far. Sherrock and Paganetto both playing fantastic. Meanwhile, it's Nate Harbor in the neutral zone. Harbor gains the zone. He's moving on in. He's got the puck on his stick. He fires it low, and it goes off the post. Harbor now behind the net. It's stolen away by the Flyers, and they'll look to clear. Flyers get the puck out.
Here comes Carini.
Carini down the right wing. Here comes Stephen Carini barreling in. What a move and a save by Sherrock! My goodness, Carini had him beat on the backhand, but Sherrock stuck out the stick, and it's not out of danger. Franklin now for the Flyers plays it down low to Carini. Man, what a head of steam Carini had. Now Carini fires it on the net, and Sherrock will calmly collect that. My goodness,
Carini
what action.
slid into the boards after that deke to his backhand. I think he was waiting for a call, but it wasn't. He just went over the goalie's stick. It was purely incidental. But that was one of the better plays we've seen in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, I mean, Carini just high speed, and to now have the stick handling ability that he has, I mean, he's a real asset for this Flyers team.
Absolutely.
As he's second in points for the Flyers, actually. I saw Mr. Carini's got 9 points on the year, second on the team. He's averaging a point per game.
Oh, here comes Dickeroff now. He's diddly-doodling up over the blue line.
As it's Mannery here in the neutral zone for the Bandits. Mannery has the puck on the right wing. He's looking to play it out in front. He's got Nate Harbor. Believe Harbor got a piece of that, and it's put into the side wall as the Flyers looking to clear it. Carini's calling for boards. Puck given to Carini here on the right side. He gains the circle. Carini moving in, fires in a save by Sherrock. But my goodness, what a move by Carini.
That was a great move there, Jacob. He went left and brought it back to his forehand, and Sherrock almost followed him all the way to the left, which would have put him out of position, but he got his hand up, made a great glove save.
Well, that was a fantastic shift by Carini. I mean, a lot of hustle, a lot of effort, and he's playing really well tonight. We got 6 minutes, 36 seconds in the second period. It's still knotted at 0 as the puck is in the Bandits' defensive zone. They look to clear. They're able to do that, but it's Kevin McKay now in the neutral zone for the Flyers. McKay plays it up to Elrod, who plays it over to McWright. They gain the zone, and they dump it in.
Big old Ratzlaff, though, got the reach.
Ratzlaff is right place, right time. He's a fantastic centerman. He wears 87, I'm guessing, in honor of Sidney Crosby. A little bit of a sword fight behind the net, and the Bandits are trying to clear. It's Dougie Freeze here on the half wall trying to get it up, and he plays it, and it goes between Ratzlaff and Dickeroff, and now it's Franklin for the Flyers. 6 minutes and counting. Bandits down in shots, 12-19, but the score is still knotted. Fired by Franklin off the mask of Sherrock, and Sherrock is standing on his head right now. Flyers holding the Bandits in. It's Franklin. Left circle. Franklin fires and a save by Sherrock. My goodness, when a guy is shooting the puck that hard, it's all positioning by the goalie, and Sherrock is perfectly positioned tonight.
He first save off the helmet, and then 2 saves off Franklin there in the last one. Actually, he had to be pretty nimble to make that glove save.
Well, you can see Franklin skating off the ice, pretty dejected. So I think
Shaking his head.
I say advantage Chirac.
I would too. He shook his head like, what do I got to do to beat this guy?
Flyers win the offensive face-off. It's back to Gagnon, the defenseman. He plays it down the boards. Flyers looking to play it out in front. It's Joe Kerwin playing it up to Chris Taylor. Now Ren Pell trying to exit the zone. Pass to Kolazzi. Just out of reach, but the puck exits the zone, and now Elrod down the right wing. Elrod is tied up. He plays it out in front, looking for Ben McDaniel. McDaniel gathers it left circle. Puck is played back to Zach Williams at the point. He tries to knock it in. And now a pass up to Ren Pell. Here comes Ren Pell, far side, dangling. He's still holding the puck. He plays it to Kerwin. Kerwin now right circle. He had all the time in the world, but now the Flyers have caught up to him. Dumps it in. Here's Ren Pelly behind the net. What magic! He tries to play it out to Mayer. It's knocked away. Pelly plays it in front. Nobody's home. Kerwin now for the Bandits, stuffing it. They can't get it in. Puck is just everywhere but in the back of the net. Chris Taylor now tries to backhand it out in front.
Great playing by Pags there.
The goalie is all over an active stick there by him. Greg Mayer holds the zone. Mayer left circle, looking to play it out in front. Mayer now behind the Flyers net. He's getting hacked and slashed. Plays out in front. Kerwin's there. He fires, and a save by Paganetto. Up and down action. Mayer holds his own slop shot, and it's blocked away. Now, can the Flyers clear it? Stephen Carini on the other side. Here comes Carini, left wing, moving on in, and it's knocked away by Greg Mayer. What an effort as Carini's down on the ice. I'll tell you what, guys, don't tell these guys it's a 10 p.m. meaningless game.
Carini had a open breakaway, but got caught by Mayer. And it was a great defensive play. I mean, there was no defenders back there. And got back, and then he didn't get a shot off. So it was a great play by the Bandits.
Fantastic play. Carini, the Bandits were buzzing on that shift. Carini was in a great outlet pass position. And Greg Mayer, fantastic defensive. Here we go. Face-off won by the Flyers. It's in the Bandits' defensive zone as Nate Harbor tries to get out. He does so. It's Rizzo. He's got Ratzlaff to his right. Rizzo gains the line. Rizzo fires it low, and a save by Paganetto. And Rizzo goes down. And the Flyers are able to clear. Here comes Chris Elrod on the other way. It's a 2-on-1 developing. Elrod gains the zone. He's in the circle. And a nice play there by Dickeroff. Dickeroff and Greg Mayer, fantastic jobs back checking. Meanwhile, Franklin holds the zone for the Flyers. He plays it down to Elrod. Elrod looking in front to McWright, but it's knocked away. It sounds like a McDonald's commercial with all these names. Here comes the captain, Tyler Dickeroff, left side. He gains the zone, fires, and a stick blocked there by Franklin. Elrod tries to clear for the Flyers. It's Ian Brown, though, holding the zone on the right side. Brown dumps it in, and the Flyers will gain it. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Bandits Sports Radio. It's the Bandits 0, the Flyers 0. Meanwhile, Nate Harbor scores! Nate Harbor, right place, right time.
Jacob, that was all the work of our man Ratzlaff. He forechecked, got that puck loose. It came right to Harbor. Harbor did the right thing. He didn't even look. He just turned and fired.
And I'll tell you what, that's Ratzlaff stealing the puck there from the college player. All the effort there by Ratzlaff is paid off by Nate Harbor, and Harbor snipes it home. We finally got one to go in. A fantastic shot to the low blocker, and how about that? It's 1-0 Bandits, 1 minute 40 seconds here. The Flyers have dominated the second period, but don't tell that to Harbor. Meanwhile, Ratzlaff fires one low, and the Bandits looking to get a strong finish here to the second period. Puck played out in front by Dougie Freeze to no avail, and now the Flyers clear the zone, but it's Greg Mayer, and all of a sudden, Guy, looks like the Bandits have shifted the momentum.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a result of great forechecking, pinching in, and then just that shot on net was excellent. But I'll tell you what, my hat's off to old Ratzlaff on that play. I give the guy an assist and Harbor the goal.
We'll see how the referees scored, as a lot of times they barely get the goal scorer right.
That's right. They don't always get all the details.
We got 1 minute left in this very highly contested game between the Bandits and the Flyers. Puck is in the Bandits zone as it's Franklin, the father, giving chase here on the half wall. Greg Mayer is there, puck behind the net. Carini's out in front, pass to Carini, and a save by Chirac. Bandits can't clear the zone. It's Gagnon firing, save, rebound, knocked away though by the Bandits, and Dougie Freeze clears the zone. 37 seconds here in the second period. Bandits holding on to a 1-goal lead.
Carini has been pestering that Bandit goal.
He is all over the place. Chirac comes out of his net to play it off the boards. Fired out in front. And what a play by Taylor of the Bandits to keep the puck out. Now, puck still there. Zach Williams gets a piece of it. It's 15 seconds and counting. What a move by Franklin. Franklin, whoa, and he puts it in. I thought Chirac had that one.
I did too. He looked, I saw him look at that top corner, and that's exactly where he put it. But I think Chirac got a piece of it, but tell you what, the kid would not be denied tonight. He said, I'm getting a goal, and he did right at the end of the second period. It's tied up 1-1, and we're going to take a 1-minute break, and we're heading into the third. Ren Pelly looking up at the booth. That guy better get his production up or I'm cutting his paycheck.
No camera just for you, Zachy. Audio only. We're doing a radio broadcast. Throwing it back. At the end of 2, the score, Bandits won, Flyers won. The Bandits had a great goal in the last 2 minutes of that period. Nate Harbor, right place, right time in the high slot. And the Flyers had a flurry of opportunities to end the second period, and it's the kid Franklin. He's been all over the net, probably accounted for 40% of their shots tonight. He finally puts one in past Chirac, and the score is knotted at 1 apiece. Do you see that goal at the end of the period as kind of a backbreaker for the Bandits, or do you think they'll be able to, kind of regain the momentum here,
No, I don't think that's a backbreaker. It's an equalizer. I don't think there was enough time to really tell if there was a big momentum switch, so I think we're still okay if you're a Bandits fan.
Yeah, and to have the goal be scored by Nate Harbor and have us both up here, it seems pretty perfect.
That was pretty awesome.
We love our boy Nate.
He had a lot of great shots before that, really. That was the first one, and like I said earlier, I think he did all the right things. You just turn and fire at the net, and sometimes good things happen.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot, and, the Bandits team really needed that. Nate Harbor, like you mentioned, just because of the way that the game's been played, it's been very tightly checked. He hasn't had a lot of open space, but he was right place, right time. He made no mistake. We're headed to the third period here between the Bandits Iron Team and the Flyers in a 1-1 contest. The Bandits looking to end a 3-game slide as the Flyers look to build on a win streak. It's the 4th place Flyers and the 6th place Bandits here on Bandits Sports Network. I'm Jacob Murphy alongside me, Guy Schaefer, and we're ready for the third period, Guy.
Look at old Colossi going there, all his limbs all akimbo. Puck comes down, picked up by Franklin, our kid from Auburn, and he shoots it back up on the boards to Elrod. As
Chris Elrod tries to gain the zone, it's knocked away by Ian Brown. Ian Brown back from injury. Everybody, one of the Bandits' favorites. Good to see him back out here. And I'll tell you what, Guy, quite the high-level effort game. Both these teams care greatly. Meanwhile, it's Joe Kerwin dancing in, but it's knocked away by Kevin McKay. But for a 10 p.m. game, Guy, this is pretty high action.
Oh, yeah, you'd think this is 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. These guys are killing it.
And you'd think it's for the Cup.
You'd think it's for the Cup, exactly.
Here are the Bandits trying to clear the zone. It's Tyler Dickeroff, the captain, making his big return back from Germany. He had one too many beers, but he's back out on here. Dickeroff plays it to Kerwin. Kerwin gaining the zone here on the right side. He's got Harbor as an option. Kerwin plays it back to Pelly. Pelly fires. Harbor's in front of that. Rebound. He puts it just wide. Nate Harbor, right place, right time. Dickeroff now fires. Pad save by the goalie. Bandits all over him. Dickeroff here playing it down low to Harbor. Harbor over to Kerwin. And the Flyers desperately trying to clear as Dickeroff can't hold the zone and the Flyers get the puck out. But what an opportunity for our man Nate Harbor.
I think he would have scored that, but that was one of the greater scramble saves I've seen by a goalie. Great save.
Here comes Harbor now. Gains the left side. He's down the wing. It's knocked away by Williams, but not in danger. Chris Elrod for the Flyers trying to get out. It's knocked into Pelly. And now here comes Zach Williams, the defenseman. He's got wheels. Williams down the left side, gains his own. Puck gets in his skates. And the Bandits got lucky on that one as Williams had a head of steam. Here comes Nate Harbor in the neutral zone. Harbor down the right side, gains the blue line, drop back to Ren Pell. Pell looking, fires, and a save off the glove. He was trying to pick his spot. Pass out for Red Pelly fires. What a save by the goalie, Paganetto.
Paganetto came out, cut down the angle, and really Pelly couldn't do much except just shoot it at him there.
This top line of Pelly, Nate Harbor, and Kerwin have been playing fantastic. And now the puck is in the Bandits' defensive zone as Greg Mayer has to clear.
Oh, here comes Mayer back the other way.
Greg Mayer gains his own, looking to stick handle. It's knocked away. Great defensive play by Zach Williams of the Flyers. And the Flyers here in the neutral zone gain the blue line. It's Ben McDaniel. McDaniel, low shot, good save by Chirac, he had to be active on that one, and the Bandits need to clear, but Carini will not let that puck go out easily as Ratzlaff tries to get it out. It's Gagnon for the Flyers, dumping it far side over to Greg Mayer of the Bandits. Bandits harassed there by McDaniel. Mayer trying to get the puck out, nice little stick handling, but he cannot clear the zone, and now he does. It's Rizzo, but it's knocked away by Gagnon, and like you said, that guy can move.
He can, yeah. Gagnon made a good defensive play there. Rizzo was home free if he hadn't.
1-1 game, 14 minutes, 40 seconds between the Bandits and the Flyers here on Bandit Sports Network. Puck is played up to Carini as the Flyers try to gain the zone here on the near side left wing. Rizzo plays it up to Dougie Freeze. Dougie Freeze looking to gain the zone. He dumps it in, and there's Paganetto, who has had to be on point here in the third period. Franklin for the Flyers playing it up, and I wonder if he's looking for his father there.
He said, Dad, you're not skating as fast as I do. And that puck went length of the ice, and it is icing.
And looking at the two of them at the same time, I do see the resemblance.
Yeah, he tried to get that puck up to his dad, but just a bit too far ahead of him.
You know, if I was Franklin, I don't know if I'd come out in all my Auburn gear. That may draw a little attention, but maybe that's what he wanted.
Maybe that's what he wanted.
Face-off in the offensive zone for the Bandits is won by the Flyers. They try to clear. Ian Brown holds it in. Brown plays it into the corner, but there's Kevin McKay, but there's Ratzlaff of the Bandits all over him. McKay has to play it behind the net and collected by Rizzo. Rizzo looking for Ratzlaff on the one-timer. A little bit too hard on that pass.
Yeah, a little bit too hard. Ratzlaff putting himself in position, though. Oh, the lost the puck giveaway.
Stolen McWright, he fires and he scores. A turnover in the defensive zone by the Bandits as McWright makes no mistake, and he'll put that in. Chirac obviously upset as he gave everything he had to make that save, but that's a mistake you just cannot make, Guy.
Yeah, I think Dickeroff just gave that puck away without thinking. And he was shooting in the right direction. It just wasn't a hard pass, and you got to make hard passes at your end.
The Bandits give up kind of a soft goal here in the third period for the Flyers to take a 2-1 lead with 12 minutes, 55 seconds here left as Joe Kerwin is down on the ice for some reason. Meanwhile, Bandits have to hold at the blue line for offsides, and they'll dump it in. Bandits down 2-1. They're down 20-30 in the shots as the Flyers looking to get out of this one out of dodges. Williams goes down. He hits his head. Pass out in front. Zach Williams caught an edge, and he went down. Now he's trying to clear. Dickeroff plays it in deep for Colazzi behind the net, and Colazzi's unable to get there. It's Gagnon now playing it up to McDaniel. McDaniel, who has, as of this moment, the game-winning goal, plays it up to Elrod. Elrod gains the zone, left side, fires it low. Good pad save by Chirac, and he says, no more funny business. I'm going to hold the puck. 2-1, 12 minutes here, Guy. What do you think the Bandits got to do to get back into this one?
I think they're going to get it this shift. I'm predicting it, actually. They got their good line is back out on the ice. But listen, you just got to go down and get shots on net. Look for the open man, get as many shots as you can.
Yeah, Paganetto has been great as a shot stopper tonight. They need to get something dirty, Guy.
Yeah. You know, Nate Harbor's goal was a little bit like that, right? You just turn and fire, and it went in. He had a great shot on it. The goals that the Bandits have given up have been, that last one was a little bit soft.
It was a soft goal, and yeah, the Bandits need to get the puck out of the zone in the meantime here. The Flyers are all over the Bandits here in their defensive zone. Pass back to Gagnon. He's got a ripper. He'll fire it, and a glove save by Chirac as number 52 of the Flyers was sitting there in waiting. That's Ben McDaniel looking to punt that in as Flyers all over the Bandits right now on this shift. Joe Kerwin needs to win this draw. Is Joe Mannery and Nate Harbor out here. Bandits win the draw, and they clear the zone looking up for Nate Harbor. Harbor down the left wing, plays it off the half wall. Gets it in the zone as Kevin McKay for the Flyers dumps it, unable to get out. It's Joe Kerwin behind the net, left circle. Kerwin has Harbor. Kerwin drives it in. Harbor's there, backhand save, rebounds loose, and they couldn't get it home. That was exactly what the doctor drew up with that dirty play. Exactly. They just couldn't get it in. Carini now for the Flyers. Great pass by Carini as the Flyers gain the zone. Carini calling for the pass. It's just over a stick. Now it's Franklin. The father fires, and it's just low as the Bandits need to regroup here and get the puck out of the zone. Carini holds the zone for the Flyers. It's Mannery and Kerwin and Harbor trying to get out, and nobody's able to do so. Carini is down on the ice And let's hope he's okay. I didn't see what happened there, Guy.
It was a collision. They kind of had their heads down. One was turning left to right, the other right to left, and they just sort of hit. And I think his stick kind of got him across his belly there, and his wrist was a bit in a funny position when he went down, but I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, Carini, a great player. He's had a fantastic game. We obviously hope he's okay as he gets up to a knee. Hopefully it's a little bit of having the wind knocked out of him as Carini's taking his time here. And
as you know, Jacob, these guys aren't in the best of condition as some of us broadcasters are, but good for Carini. He's back up, coming to the bench, and another good shift for the Flyers.
Yeah, Carini is such an important player for the Flyers. He's a spark plug. He's a guy that, God knows how many times we've said his name tonight. Looks like he's going to be okay. I think maybe wind got knocked out of him. He took his time to regroup. He'll get off the ice, and we got 10 minutes left in the third period. Bandits down 2-1. Flyers got a goal early in the third period on a bit of a mistake in the Bandits zone, and they're trying to regroup. It's Franklin for the Flyers gaining the zone. Fires. That took a deflection off of Dickeroff, I believe. And Franklin here left circle. Franklin plays it out in front, and the Bandits are able to get it out. It's Ian Brown playing it up for Ren Pelly, but Franklin's there to steal it. Chris Elrod dumps it in, 9 minutes, 35 seconds, and Tyler Dickeroff, the captain, back in action and back behind the Bandits net. Bandits need a goal to avoid their fourth straight loss here in the Iron Division.
Yeah, need a goal to tie it up and then really make things interesting the last 7 or 8 minutes.
It's McWright who has the leading goal right now with the puck in front of the net. Dougie Freeze here on the right side trying to get out for the Bandits. Freeze plays it up to Dickeroff. Puck bounces over his stick, but now Dickeroff collects in the neutral zone. Here comes Tyler Dickeroff. What can he do? Dickeroff drops it to Pelly. Pelly right side, waiting, fires, and a save made. I think he was hoping Ratzlaff would get a stick up for a deflection.
Yeah, I think those shots, just my opinion, are best on the ice and force the guy to make a save with a pad and increase your chances of a rebound. Because he had, Ratzlaff was right on the left and Dickeroff down low. They had a good chance.
Yeah, Pele, it's always funny, the patience that he has somehow always works out. I'm always thinking, who's going to go steal the puck off his stick? But Pele's just such a smart player. But like you mentioned, those lower shots may serve him better. Meanwhile, here's Zach Williams, far side, fires it in for the Flyers as they gain the Bandit zone. It's McWright on the corner, plays out in front. It's off Carini. We love to see Carini back on the ice, and you can always hear him being vocal. It's Zach Williams gaining the puck for the Flyers. They'll play to the far side over to Ben McDaniel. McDaniel gains the blue line. Ratzlaff slaps it away, and now it's Kevin Sherrock of the Bandits behind his own net, dropping it to Chris Taylor. Taylor, pass intercepted by Gagnon. Gagnon fires and a save by Sherrock.
If the Bandits can tie this thing up and win it, I would give one of my 3 stars to Sherrock. He's played a great game tonight. There's just that one unfortunate goal.
Yeah, I think Kevin Sherrock has been fantastic. Yeah. He was fantastic in the first period. He's been fantastic in the third. He's really been called upon every period, but the first and the third is really when he had some heavy action. Earlier in the first period, some of those shots, it could have been a 4-0 game if it wasn't for Sherrock. So 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Bandits searching for the equalizing goal as the puck is getting knocked around in the Flyers zone. Flyers looking to gain the blue line. It's knocked away by Joe Kerwin. Kerwin going through the middle of the ice, played away by Gagnon, but out of danger. Kerwin, left circle. He's got Nate Harbor out in front. He's got Ren Pelly, top side of the point. Looking for Kerwin, knocked away by Carini. Great active stick there by Stephen Carini of the Flyers. Greg Mayer now dumps it in, and Kerwin will give chase, but the Flyers gain possession. 7 minutes to the guys that need to be on the ice for the Bandits to get the equalizer on there. Let's see what they can do. It's the Flyers, though, in the meantime, down the right wing. Carini gains the zone. Carini, nice move. He's got a shot and a save by Sherrock, as Carini's not been afraid to shoot the puck tonight, Guy.
No, and that's something you didn't see a couple years ago. He's got a lot more confidence, a lot more savvy, and wasn't the strongest or hardest shot, but it was pointed at the right side of the net. Good play.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, I think it's the confidence because he's willing to hold the puck on his stick more.
Absolutely.
And, the opportunities he can generate. Nate Harbor still on the ice. I know he's looking for that tying goal. He had the first big goal for the Bandits, as it's Brad Rizzo on the right wing gaining the red line and looking to dump it in. Rizzo fires it behind the Flyers net, and it's Franklin, the defenseman for the Flyers, picking it up. Nice saucer pass up to Elrod. Elrod leaves the zone and now gains the Bandits' blue line. Elrod stops and turns. He's waiting, fires it, and a save. Rebound, knocked away by Ian Brown, but not in danger. Bandits need a clear. It's Joe Kerwin in his own circle, playing it off the half wall, and knocked out. But Franklin for the Flyers dumps it back in. Puck out of play. And
if you really wanted to be a stickler, that is a delay of game shot. But he didn't mean to shoot it over the boards. It just kind of happened.
It's definitely a delay game with this running clock and down by one.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. We should have had a penalty there.
The score, the Bandits 1, Flyers 2, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm Jacob Murphy, alongside me, the one, the only Guy Schaefer. And Guy, it's been a good game so far between the Bandits and the Flyers. Very high energy and very much back and forth. Bandits looking for an equalizer here.
Yeah, great play by Franklin up to number 11, Elrod.
Elrod gains the left circle, he plays it low, and that's something Schrock's been very good at tonight, is keeping the low shots away from the front of the net. As the Bandits, the refs don't like calling icing, and they will not on this one.
Call on this one either.
As the Bandits down to their final 5 minutes, it's the Rocket Mortgage Final 5 brought to you. Here comes Chris Elrod, far side for the Flyers, gains the zone. He dances, he doodles, he's looking, he plays it far side for McKay, and it goes just wide. Now Dougie Freeze here in the left wing. Freeze gains the red line, he's gaining now the blue line. Into the offensive zone, Freeze fires, save made by Paganetto. There's Dickeroff on the backhand, trying to get out in front. Kevin McKay of the Flyers can't clear. Dickeroff behind the Flyers net, battling with Elrod. Rizzo plays it up the wall, but nobody is home at the point, and the Flyers will be able to clear.
Yeah, he just turned and looked and fired without looking. If he'd have just had his head up, he didn't have anybody on him. Rizzo could have kept it in there.
Franklin of the Flyers gained the zone, went behind the net, tried to play it out in front, and it'll be collected by Sharrock. The stop clock will take place here in the final 3 minutes, but we're at 4 minutes and counting. Bandits down by 1. They're trying to avoid their 4th straight loss. The Flyers looking to gain in the standings here. Carini takes the face off for the Flyers. He wins it back, and the Bandits able to collect. It's now Greg Mayer. Mayer with Carini all over him, and Carini forechecking. Carini goes down in the wall. No call. He's looking around confused. 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
The Bandits did get it out here, but here comes the old Williams kid the other way.
And now Joe Kerwin. Kerwin gains the left side. He's got options. Kerwin dumps it in, chases it. It's Gagnon and Kerwin behind the Flyers' net. Kerwin still holding it. Greg Mayer's calling for it. Mayer gets it, but Franklin of the Flyers is able to clear the zone, and now going the other way. Here come the Flyers down the left side. Gaining the blue line in the circle. The Bandits playing out in front for Franklin. Thank God it was the father, not the son. Now it's Zach Williams one-timing it from the point, and it's saved by Sharrock, and the stop clock should go into effect. Maybe the scorekeeper.
Yep, it did. Yeah, it was a good pass over to Franklin. It just was kind of the wrong side of his body, and it sort of handcuffed him a little bit. But like you said, if that was a kid receiving that pass, he might have got a shot off.
It may have been 3-1. So Bandits, they got both Harbor and Kerwin out there, but Kerwin can't win the draw. It's Gagnon firing on the net, and the Flyers are all over him. Here comes Dickeroff. He finds Harbor. Harbor trying to gain out of the zone, but a great play there by Elrod. Harbor now picking up the Jets in his own zone. Here comes Nate Harbor passing it up to Maneri, and Maneri has the puck skate away, but here comes Harbor right side. Harbor fires. What a shot. Great save by Paganetto. Not out of danger. Zach Williams gives chase behind his net as Harbor's there. 2 minutes, 24 seconds. We're looking to Sharrock at the bench to see if they will pull him. They say no icing, as they say Dickeroff got a piece of it. He doesn't agree. Sharrock plays the puck himself up to Kerwin. Kerwin gets it to Dickeroff. Dickeroff up to Harbor. Harbor gains his own. Great pass to Mannery. It's knocked away, but here comes Dickeroff. Dickeroff, high slot, trying to gain control, knocks it. And the Flyers, Kevin McKay, has to play it out. No icing, though. Less than 2 minutes, Bandits down by 1. Kevin Sharrock, will he leave the net? He can't yet, as that's McDaniel dumping it back in for the Flyers. Puck is behind the Bandits' net. It's Ian Brown. Ian Brown tries to play it up the wall. They can't get it out. 1 minute, 38 seconds. The Bandits need a clear. It's Nate Harbor, the lone goal scorer for the Bandits, trying to play it up the wall. He gets it out of the zone, but the Flyers still with possession. Now it's Stephen Carini getting the forecheck going, and I mean, up by 1. This is the guy you want out on the ice if you're the Flyers. 1 minute, 20 seconds. Flyers up by 1. It's Kevin McKay firing low shot. Carini backhands, and it's knocked away. Bandits need a clear here desperately, guy.
Oh, here comes Dickeroff. This one have something here up to Harbor.
Nate Harbor now gaining the red line. Harbor moving it up into the zone. It's knocked away, but not out of the zone. Dickeroff dumps it in. Less than a minute. Bandits down by 1. Sherrock still in the net, even though the puck is in the Flyer zone. Dougie Freeze nails Carini.
He went down like a sack of flour.
My goodness. 45 seconds. Here comes Mayer. Mayer stick handling left side. He's got options, but Franklin steals it, but Mayer will not be denied. Greg Mayer holds the zone. Here comes Mayer. Slaps it. Saved by Paganetto. And the Flyers clear. You got to pull the goalie here, guy, on this draw, don't you?
Yes, you do. You need that extra attacker.
I'd say pull the goalie and get Nate Harbor out there.
Maneri slashes his stick to the ice in frustration.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is Sherrock doing still in the net? Okay, 25.8 seconds. Ratzlaff, Dickeroff, Mayer, Pele, Kerwin, and Dougie Freeze on the ice. The face-off is to the goalie's left. Won by the Bandits. Ren Pele picks it up. Over to Mayer, one-timer, and it's fired just wide. 20 seconds and counting, and the net comes off the moorings.
I don't think he needed to one-time that. I think he had time to stop it, get a better controlled shooting position. But listen, one-timing it from there is not a bad thing, because we know the guys in the NHL that do that all the time, and his name is Ovi.
Somehow the face-off's outside of the zone. Maybe they're saying the Bandits player knocked it off, but Ratzlaff wins the draw over to Ren Pell. Ren Pell dumps it into the zone. 10 seconds and counting for the Bandits. Dougie Freeze left side trying to get it, control the puck. It's Zach Williams battling now. Ratzlaff plays it out in front for Pele, and it's knocked just away. And Greg Mayer with one last chance. He fires it just wide. The Flyers will win this one 2-1. A fantastic game, back and forth action. But the Bandits will drop their 4th straight. But I'll tell you what, Guy, if I'm a Bandits player, I'm not hanging my head. That's a great effort and a great game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You cannot hang your head after that game. They did all the things that they should do. Almost 30 shots on goal. They only gave up 2, and that, like we said, that one was a little bit of a mistake. This game could have ended 1-1. It actually could have ended 2-1 for the Bandits. So nothing to be disappointed about or ashamed of, but tough loss, great game.
Yeah, it's a great game for the Bandits, even though they get the loss, and it's their 4th straight loss. But I think this is one that you can build momentum on. I think it's a big win for the Flyers, although it's a couple of their subs, Elrod, Franklin on defense. They definitely made a difference tonight. But to me, I think the 2 goalies and Stephen Carini got to be my 3 stars. How about
absolutely.
You guys?
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Pags is probably number 1. And then maybe Sherrock, and then old Steve-O Carini there. Good game.
Yeah, and also great game by Ratzlaff. He was a guy that, just a fantastic two-way centerman. Like you mentioned, long reach, and he's got nothing to hang his head on as he's skating off the ice. The Bandits will drop this one 2-1. A fantastic game. Once again, I'm Jacob Murphy alongside me, Guy Schaefer. Guy, it's 11:05 at night. Anything to say to our fans back at home?
Folks, you missed a good one if you couldn't have been here, but hopefully through the broadcast you got a good idea how great the game was. We loved having you along with us, and we'll see you next time here at Bandits Hockey.
All right, that's Guy Schaefer. I'm Jacob Murphy signing off. Good night and safe driving.